Alright, hey guys, this is Vidoc29 here with another awesome video, and anyways, today we will be reacting to the Destiny 2 showcase. This will be my live reaction. I don't know. I gotta go grab some, I'll be right back. Oh shoot, it stirred while I was eating. Making food. Here, I'm gonna take down the second monitor so I can see the screen. Yeah, Brady, I see your chat. I made some to eat too. Alright, hard to see, but this is a LAN party from the late 90s playing Marathon Infinity. I owned a Alright. I read too slow for this apparently. I like the artwork. That right there reminds me of Anthem.
Okay, this is really going to date me. I remember playing Pathways in the Darkness back in 1993 on my original Mac, and that game was phenomenal. Then Marathon, I would troll the AOL message boards for the news of the release of the demo, and I tried to download that demo on a 14.4 modem with people picking up the phone. It took forever. Marathon 2 and Marathon Infinity, the best title music in Marathon 2 and Marathon Infinity. I would take pictures of my Star Wars figures and put them into the game using Forge and Anvil.
I like that picture of the Scion. Really good. No, but Brady, what are you eating right now?
Dollar store.
Justin said you're just eating just straight up pepperoni. Yeah, so anyways, this was supposed to go up at whatchamacallit, 45, but I was sitting there, I was going through Streamlabs because I already had the stuff set up on the little YouTube tab, and so I was sitting there, I copied the stream key, I'm sitting there searching through Streamlabs, sitting there trying to find the whatchamacallit, the stream key. Thanks, so I can insert it there. And anyways, I couldn't find it, so I spent 10 minutes googling it, and I saw that the time was 10:55. So, anyways, I started to panic, and then it turns out that they removed that feature. So I had to retype everything into Streamlabs for the stream to go up, which was annoying. It was really annoying. Yeah. I remember when Whisper of the Worm was good.
30 years of creating the games that we love, the games that I've grown up playing throughout my childhood, teenage years, and also my adult life. From the OGs, or my OGs, games I started on, the Halo 2s and the Halo 3s, winning championships in these games, all the collectibles,
Dude,
Reach, amazing artmanship, craftsmanship, designing, coding, all these countless hours you got to put in to create these worlds.
No, Icebreaker, what it was is that you only had 6 rounds, but it'll just generate its own ammo over time.
Of the lore that you started.
And the first exotic that I got, the one shotgun, what was it?
all the way to Destiny 2.
Incineration or something. It was in some, but anyways, if I maxed that exotic out, it would have been giving me my own ammo. Begins in an hour? What the heck? Yeah, it's sitting here playing pictures and everything. I just so happened to look up at the time, and it says begins in 55 minutes and 55 seconds. No, for us, the weekly reset is at 1. Yeah, really. Me and Ethan, we tried it a couple times just to stay logged in to see when reset happens, and it happened at 1 o'clock, and then we did a little bit of research, and since we're, shoot, what is it, Eastern? No, yeah, Eastern time, we're like 4 hours ahead of Bungie, since they're, is it Pacific? I think it's Pacific. So, for them it's 10 a.m., for us it's 1. No, but you remember the Riven Raid, man? Shoot. Me and Ice, we were sitting there running through it just to get some quests done for what's that armor set called? Was it Yeah, the Solstice of Heroes.
That armor, so
Well,
really
Justin.
no point for me doing it besides to get a little bit of light.
Yeah, well, anyways, Justin was just doing it with me just cause, but anyways, we're sitting there doing DPS, and Justin, he was sitting there using what was it, Whisper of the Worm, and he was sitting there doing trash damage, and some dude got on him about it. And then there was some freaking fetus in the party. He just wanted to cheese the whole entire thing, and he didn't know how to do anything or what the stuff was called. And so he kept calling everything the ribbon thing, and man, we memed the crap out of that in the party, and then we started talking about Papa John's pizza and how he said the N word, and then he got on camera and said like someone doesn't know anything about the pizza industry, and he said the rapture is coming. He said like the rapture is coming. There will be.
He said the day of reckoning is coming.
Really? I thought you said rapture. Dude, that crap was hilarious. Let's see, I got BS for an hour. Let's see, what is there to talk about? Well, I guess I could tell you what the future plans are for the channel. Hold up, I feel a burp coming. Okay, it doesn't want to come out. Alright, so,
As a content creator, I strive to build
oh,
my
I'm
community
just gonna shut
on
up.
positivity and compassion. My community, TCAT, has evolved into such an important part of my life and has helped me create lifelong friendships. I've met so many amazing people online and in real life because of the extravagant world created by Bungie and a little old game called Destiny. Some of my favorite memories include traveling to Bungie to reveal the Taken King, going to GCX and meeting so many amazing people, and raising money for St. Jude. I will cherish
I'm going
all
to
of these
comment
memories, and I
on
cannot wait to
online
make more.
friends. Alright, yeah. I don't really like having online friends because to me, I personally don't know that person, and shoot, they could just be like some 45-year-old man sitting there trying to do bad stuff with children. I kind of set myself up for a joke right there of the president, but if I know I say it, I'm gonna get banned.
Yo llevo siendo jugadora de Destiny desde la beta del 1 y yo diría que lo mejor de mi experiencia ha sido toda la gente que he conocido y lo que este juego me ha
Alright, I don't know what
mi superhéroe
she's saying.
jugadora. Lo más
So,
importante para mí han sido las experiencias en raids de día 1.
anyways, I'm just gonna talk over it. So, anyways, just some future plans for the channel.
Realizar. Así que vamos
Me and Ethan battle mode. We're currently working on a montage. He's uploading his clips to a Google Drive so I can download it. Flip through the clips. I feel a burp coming, but it won't come up. Then me and Jesse Kid Draco or whatever his name is, JK Gaming. Me and him are working on a rap. The specifics of it, I'm having a terrible time coming up with my part. I got the ending in mind. I just need to get from point A to point B. So that's a little bit difficult right there. It's supposed to be a villain rap, and so I don't know how he's going to base his part off of my part, and I'm trying to throw in some jokes and kind of reference like the Joker, Scarecrow, Thanos and stuff. Let's see what else. I'm also working. I'm going to me and Justin Ice. We're working on a Pokemon rap. That stuff, it's funny. Like we were sitting there writing a couple ideas, and my opening line is funny. Let's see what else, and then I'm also working on a Ben 10 rap as well. That one I'm still working out the details. I don't know which direction I want to go with it. Then for artsy stuff, I am working on one art video for My Hero, because Diamond Tiger, his friend.
So my clan Peasant Guard was formed
I'm gonna be quiet.
and it's made up of players from the UK, America and Norway. And my favourite Bungie moment, something that will stay with me forever, is after a year of playing together online, we were all contacted by Bungie and asked if we'd like to be flown out to Germany to meet in person and to have that moment captured in a mini documentary. And that happened over 6 years ago now, and it always brings a smile to my face whenever I think about it. So yeah, no question, that was my favourite Bungie moment.
Why were they flown to Germany? make more sense to go to the Bungie studio. Because the only one that I know is in America. There might be one in Germany. Yeah, just to go back to Connor. His friend Ashley wanted me to redraw one of her MHA characters, so I'm redrawing it in 2 different styles. Anyways, I'm recording it as I go along, so there's that. I got the first one done. I'm currently working on the second one. Let's see what else. But yeah, RJ.
I am a former drug addict, and playing Destiny 1 kicked my drug addiction. And on my 5-year sober mark, I actually got the Titan Hunter Warlock class logos tattooed on me. And I also want to thank you guys for consistently putting out great games that help build a community. I have a lot of my friends worldwide, both here in the US, UK, Australia, and Europe, from playing Destiny and Destiny 1. So happy birthday, Bungie, and those are 2 of my main Bungie memories.
Okay, yeah, RJ, he wants me to create a drawing that he wants to put on a, I believe he said a t-shirt. I could be wrong on that. But he wants to put on some clothing, and he sent me a picture that he wants me to redraw, and I sent him a couple of test little drawings. I think I recorded that. I might have deleted it. I'm not quite sure, but anyways, he chose me which one he likes, and anyways, I'm going to do 2 versions. One of it like clean, and the other one I'm going to take the charcoal brush and redraw it. And then I'm also talking with Aaron Fireline, Connor, who else? I'm trying to think of what their little quote unquote studio is called. What up? I think they called their little studio thing Penis Balls Entertainment. Hold up, I gotta go to Blake's channel because he sent me it. Oh shoot. So anyways, I got to talk to those guys. It's Go Panther, Steak, which is Blake. Dirt, he was featured in my video, and Coulter, and anyways, we're gonna work on a little animation. Anyways, we're all going to try to pitch in, write some jokes, and then Connor, he's going to write the little script thing.
Back then, exotics were really uncommon, and one of our teammates had a hard light. No one had ever seen it before, so we're all like, dude, what the heck is that gun? And he just goes, watch this. And of course, starts shooting off the walls, and we see all the bullets ricochet everywhere, and it was that moment I knew I was hooked.
I completely missed what he said. Oh, that picture is really good. That one's kind of it's good, but Same with that one. I'm not a fan of that art style. Yeah, but anyways, the animation would be more akin to like a Family Guy style, and kind of like 10 minutes of like just Family Guy, but it's just us. And yeah, that's like the closest thing that I can compare it to. It's not like Stew, it's just more of like old Family Guy where they just kind of, it was just cutaway after cutaway of just stupid jokes. Or stupid events like a of just stuff. Basilisk. That's what that snake looks like. Oh yeah, if we can get to 300 subscribers, I guess I will make I don't know, some like Twitter account or some. I just start posting pictures there and accepting little request things to draw stuff. I think I'll do what Popcross does, and like once a month, just he takes in submissions and just draws them for free. I think that's what I would do, because I have a Ben 10 character that I want the ink tank to draw, but they want to charge for it, and it's like they do it by like limbs and everything. And the character that I drew is has lots of vines and stuff on it. Yes, it's a plant. So I got to redraw that where it's less viney. Oh yeah, another thing. Since Witch Queen is gonna come out like next year in March or something, before it comes out, I want to create future the poison subclasses that is most likely going to be in this DLC. So anyways, since we got a lot of time here, I guess I'll talk about a couple concepts that I have. For one, so with the Warlock, since I just saw one, what I want to do with that is I drew 3 variations for each one, since there's 3 versions of each super, like well, the light supers, like oh shoot, for Titans there's the exploding hammers, tornado hammer, and then I'm trying to think of what bottom tree looks like, the little fire pit thing.
Flash forward to me as an
Yeah,
adult
so
discovering
anyways, for the prime one that I want to use for Titans, it's tomahawks, poison tomahawks. Warlocks is summoning like thralls and maybe knights or some. Maybe there could be an exotic where instead of spawning, I don't know, like 10 ads and 2 powerful ads like knights, you can spawn one of the heavier ads like a ogre or something. That'd be a cool exotic right there. And then for hunters, I'm having trouble with hunters, but at the moment I have a mace, one of those chain mace, like what Belmont has in Castlevania? Yeah, Castlevania. And then the other one is a bow and arrow, but we already have a bow and arrow because of tether. But this one would be more of a roaming super, kind of like a Outriders bow and arrow. And the reason why I want to use the bow and arrow is because if you read Revelations, Pestilence, the horseman in Pestilence, he carries a bow and arrow. War has a sword. Famine has a As one of those can't think of what it's called. One of those little weight things to weight stuff. I'm trying to think of what it's called. Nothing's clicking. I like that picture. And then the horseman death. It doesn't say what he holds, but during the bubonic plague, that's when the implement of a scythe was created, and death became the Grim Reaper. Go watch the PBS video of it. It explains it better than I can. Yeah, I researched different mythologies and stuff just for our drawings and a couple of side projects. Like one of the side projects, I'm not going to get into the details of it, but it is it's a animation, all characters created by me and all that, so, and it's in an anime style. And on the armor and everything, there's a lot of detail. Like this one scene, it's really easy. I just have a dude walking, so all I gotta do is just move the arms and everything, which is really easy.
Has to come from September 2016. It's a work night, and we're about done with a Wrath of the Machine raid. When my
the other stuff that I've planned out is going to be.
ARG puzzle that Bungie put out?
Why did I choose to do this?
Here's a map. Go stand in these very specific spots in the raid and see what happens. So we do it, and these two monitors turn on, and they start spitting out ones and zeros. And someone on the team's like, that's binary. I think that means we need to stand here and over there. Then, the mysterious diamond in the center of the room opens up, revealing the next step in a quest to get Outbreak Prime, an exotic weapon. And we're losing it. I stay up all night, finishing the quest. I get maybe 2 hours of sleep before work the next day. Figuring out how to open up the diamond in the Wrath of the Machine raid is my favorite memory, because it combines the two things about Bungie games that keeps me coming back: unraveling mysteries and sharing experiences with other people.
I like that picture right there too. Yeah, I did Wrath of the Machines and shoot, what's the other raid? The one with Crota. I didn't at the time, or I was really young. Okay, I did. Oh, that is really good. That almost looks photoshopped. But anyways, so I was really young. I was playing Destiny. I didn't know what I was doing. I had a couple exotics like Icebreaker. Yeah, was it Icebreaker? I think that's the name of it. The one sniper that regenerates ammo. Queenbreaker. That one shotgun that also regenerates ammo. I had a couple exotic armor pieces. None of them, I don't know what they did. I also had Drake's Promise too. Yeah, but anyways, Destiny 1, it was just, to me, it was fun. My friend Matthew, he got raid team, and he invited me to go help him with the stuff. So I sat there, I helped him. Didn't know what it was. I was just high enough power just to do it. He explained what to do. I did it. Really, really fun. Did not know it was a raid, and so when it was my turn to get off the Xbox, I would. So I don't have any completions of the other raids, but I got screenshots.
Like, there really have been so many special memories. I had 2 reoccurring Trials dates every week when Trials of Osiris was going on. One of them was for Dr. Bro Snaps, and then the other one was on Monday nights. I would play Trials of Chill Cyrus with some friends that I met online. One of them, Dopa, I got to go to his wedding a couple of years ago, which was really cool. We've been friends IRL now for years. And the other one is my boyfriend of 5 years now. And I still can't believe how crazy it is that Destiny brought me to Twitch, which introduced us to each other. And as a result now, we have another little guardian. She's a future hunter main for sure. But she quite literally would not exist if it wasn't for Bungie/Destiny and Trials of Osiris.
It's a hunter main. Get it? Fisherman cord level boost. I'm playing Clash right now. Oh. Valkyrie just reminded me of Loki. Loki, it was really good. I like the Thor stuff because it's Norse mythology. I like to research Norse mythology and everything, and as I learn more about it, I kind of dislike Marvel's Norse stuff more and more.
I think one of my another one of my favorite moments was the D2 reveal event, and I don't think there will ever be an event that will match that. And I could be wrong, but the room was shaking. Like, everyone was so excited. Everyone was screaming. You didn't have to tell them to get excited because you could feel the energy in the room. Everyone was hyped.
I was hyped to buy Destiny 2. I sat there, I bought that mug, I started playing it. I didn't know what anything was, but looking back at it, it was just wow, that game was trash.
While the trailer was going on, and Zavala just came down, bubbled up, and I'm pretty sure we cried together. We cried while holding hands, watching the cinematic trailer for the D2 event. So I remember that being such a huge moment, and I just knew that I was a part of something that was way bigger than I thought.
I think the only movie that made me cry, I'm trying to remember how old I was. I know it was just when my dog died, and then How to Train Your Dragon 2 came out. So I want to say it was like 2014. So my dog died, I believe, the week before the movie came out, and then we've seen the movie, and then shoot, what's his face? Stoic, he died, and anyways, that was the only movie that made me cry in recent years. Yeah, but going back to the North stuff, when Valkyrie came out, I don't know, I was a little bit disappointed because I hear the Norse names and then I see the stuff come out, it's just, yeah. This has nothing to do with Norse. So why even bother using the name?
I think that my favorite Bungie memories are always probably going to be my childhood LAN parties I would have growing up with my friends. And then even into college with like Halo Reach when it launched, I remember running down to like the college store and getting my copy there. But as an adult,
Oh, I got a comment on
I
Halo.
don't think I could ever replace the memories I have of all the day one raiding.
All the Halo
with
fans
my
are gonna hate
friends.
me.
Just being faced with a colossal challenge and defeating it with some of your best friends, there's just nothing quite like it.
Alright. Okay, I really like that picture. That one, I think that one's my favorite. But anyways, Halo fans. Alright. I absolutely hate playing multiplayer in Halo 2, 3, Reach is okay. I'll let that one get past, but just 2, 3, and ODST. I can't stand playing those multiplayers. I can't sprint, so I feel like I'm stuck there having to tank everything. And it's just really annoying. Halo 5. That multiplayer is the best entry. I like that you can zoom in on all the guns. You got the dodges and the jump zoom in thing. It's kind of aggravating when you get shot. You have to zoom out. That part irritates me the most about it, but it makes sense because even while I'm zooming down the pistol sights, even if they hit me, I can still dome people. I watched the Halo Infinite gameplay trailer.
My clan math class in 2016 rented out a house for PAX, and easily one of my favorite memories through all of this has been being in that house with them for a few days, just hanging out, everybody chilling together, and just having a really, really good time. So I never would have had that without Bungie and Destiny. So
yeah, where was I? Yeah, so Halo CE, I'll give that one the pass just because the vehicles, you can just buddy bump someone and it kills them, and the grenades would blow up the whole entire room. And the assault rifle had 60 round mags. But there was other ones. I don't like playing their multiplayer. Halo 4, I hate the little loadout thing. I like the jetpack. The jetpack was and the hard light shield. Those two were my favorite items to use. Oh, that little mine thing where you can shoot it on someone and then detonate it whenever. That they need to bring that gun back in Infinite.
We played Auto Blast week 2. We didn't play it on the week of release. We played it on week 2. And when we first experienced the raids, me and the boys from work, I didn't really know too many people. We went in that raid, man, and we defeated the first encounter. We beat it the first encounter.
Yeah. Halo Infinite. I see that they got a sprint. Sprint is all right. They have the little abilities that you can place around. They need to make the little dodge things and shoulder charge at least one of the armor ability pickups like the rest of the equipment. If they don't, I mean, it'll be all right. It'll just be a little letdown. Anyways, Infinite does look alright. It looks wonderful visually. After watching the gunplay, the zoom in on the weapons is it's like a third person zoom.
You know,
that's what it feels like to me.
Memories for me is that it's memories of my friends.
Yeah, I personally hate third person view.
Friends sitting in a room, everybody with their own Xbox.
I'll sit down and play Garden Warfare with Connor.
Person keeps bringing the gravity hammer into the elevator, killing all of us. Destiny with a
that
crew,
third-person
6 people,
shooter game
tired,
is.
long night, and you haven't beat the raid boss, and
It's
you
pretty
want to
good.
beat
It's
that
pretty good.
raid boss, and the last
GTA,
person
holy
you
cow!
yell for 25 minutes before you log off.
Aaron and Connor, they're like, Sean, get GTA, and they bought Gang Beasts, so it was only fair. And so I waited for the little $15 sale on Xbox that they had, I want to say a month ago. So anyways, this is when I bought GTA. I logged in, I started shooting stuff. We had a private match where we were shooting each other and everything, and man, that game is, to me, it was only built to be a driving simulator, and that was it. Aaron, he loves that game to death, and he sits there and clowns on me that I played Destiny. And it's like, yeah, Destiny, it was built to be a shooter. It does what it's supposed to do. Halo is a shooter, plays like a shooter. GTA, it has shooting in it, but it's not built to be a shooter. I personally, I think they should probably take it out and remodel it or something, because they have first person view, but when you zoom in, I believe it's still in third person, like that weird third person sense, I guess. And then for the little reticle thing, it's just a tiny white dot. Freaking can't hit diddly squat with it. Yeah, there's 20 minutes left, and I gotta pee. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Streaming for 40 minutes.
I had just moved to the States, and the very first friend that I made here was a Guardian that I found in the Cosmodrome. And that Guardian has been my best friend and brother for 5 years now, and that was only the beginning of a very special relationship with Destiny for me. Some of the most beautiful moments of my life have been driven and shared by the Destiny community, including coming out and watching hundreds of people that I didn't even know just come together to show love and support and solidarity. In that moment, I knew that I had found a home away from home, and this game and this community constantly reminds me that we're not Guardians just in name, we truly are bearers of light.
What she said is very meaningful, but it's a video game, so it kind of comes off kind of cringy. My phone just buzzed. I already gave you all my opinion of meeting online people. I'll help them. They'll help me. That's like that's the end of the relationship. Like, yeah, dude, I don't know you. Like, yeah, I don't know you either. We have a common goal, so let's just achieve that real quick. Have a blast and anyways, y'all, you have a good one. Thanks for the help, and later. Okay, we're getting some now. We're getting somewhere.
Could go wrong. So I was 11 when you started the company, but you're I mean.
Shoot, he lost weight.
You were not that
Last
much
time
older.
I seen him was
You weren't that much older. Like what is the like?
It was like
take me
the
all the way back.
it was like the opening like Destiny 2 thing.
The moment where you're like.
He looked a bit chubby.
Yeah. There's a funny thing for like a lot of my life. When people would ask me, you know, like how did this start? I'd be like, I don't know. It was kind of weird. I just like started making games, and it seemed like it was fun, and I kept doing it. And when I really started thinking back to my childhood, like I've been obsessed with how like rules can change human behavior, and how you can all agree to play a card game by a certain set of rules. And the adults that I was observing, you know, as a kid they could play cards all night and laugh and, you know, interact in whatever way that they did. And yet you could take a different set of rules, for example, a set of rules that a 5-year-old made with the best of intentions, and the adults would like nod and laugh, but they would only play that game for, you know, 3 minutes. And like that is like always fascinated me. And I realized, like looking back on it, that I've been doing that, you know, my whole life, and it like irritated my friends, and they didn't want to play. I mean, because we start as a game designer and you suck. Like you're terrible. Like your games are a horrible. I mean, they're not even games. They're just. It's almost you're just like a little tyrant trying to get people to do things. And I remember like building. I probably spent like weeks building this like really complex pen and paper adventure game on index cards, and I'd like drawn pictures of monsters and everything like this. And I remember finally getting, you know, a friend to play it at school, and it was like the first dice roll, like some creature like killed his character or something. It was just like the worst possible, you know, like outcome. And I was like in 4th grade or something. But some kids look at the garbage truck and are like, that big, powerful machine. Like that's what I want to be. But to me, it was the deck of cards. Like I want to know how to control that. Like that, like power to build an experience that when people come into it, they, you know, they leave with a smile on their face, or more connected to the people around them. Yeah, I've been doing that forever. It's kind of crazy. Way before computers. And then of course, right, I saw games on computers, and I was like, wow.
My perception, you know, based on all of our time together, has actually been like you are more interested in the making of them in a bunch of ways than playing them. Like playing games isn't like it's not an explicit hobby of yours. Like you're educating yourself. It's more work, but it's like you're always making stuff.
Yeah, I think this is true, and I feel a little bit like guilty about it sometimes, because I think it is the most dangerous thing as a designer to enjoy the making more than the playing, right? Because the number of things you can enjoy making is infinitely larger than the number of things that you can enjoy playing, right? Much less other people can enjoy playing. And so, yeah, what you say is true, and I feel like it's sort of like an addiction that I've had to fight so that I make things that are worthwhile. Because it's, you know, the whole shtick to me is about, you know, touching other people, like, somehow.
Yeah. So we talked a little bit about kind of
touching people,
the origin.
Somehow.
Jump ahead again. I'm gonna jump to my life, 2004. I remember I finished the campaign for Halo 2, and my friends and I got distracted a bunch by the multiplayer, and I finished it the same night.
Someone needs to meme that.
And after I finished both of those games, I went and watched this Vidoc, the documentary. That, like, I look at it now, and I met a bunch of y'all, and I'm like, oh, I didn't pick up on all the, like, human suffering in this documentary the first time I watched it.
Do I get to sign your?
No. Do you remember this?
I looked for it actually before I came in today. I don't think I have it anymore.
You don't?
Yeah, no, I remember the sweatshirt.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is what is this from? Like, what is this actually? I've like wondered this. Like, what is this? It was just like, what?
Yeah, it said Osiris on it. I thought it looked cool, and yeah, I bought it. I have no idea. Sadly. Right. I have no idea what it was.
Yeah, I still, to this day, I remember the sweatshirt, right?
Yeah,
and this is this moment that I became, like, aware that humans make these things, because otherwise it was like magic, right? Like, there's nothing in 2004 about, look at these developers making stuff that you care about. That's not, like, there wasn't really much of, like, the internet sucked too. Like, you didn't have, like, look, you can access these people, and none of that. It was a totally different time. So I'm watching this documentary, and this dude shows up, and so the paraphrase is like, you know, it's like the cynical gamers who something doesn't grab us in 5 minutes, you know, we're gonna turn it off. And it was like, I was like, oh my god, it's like I was spoke to, and I have like I'm like an English degree, like I can't make games, I couldn't write any couldn't write code or anything. I just remember feeling as like a player, like super duper spoke to in that moment. And so we come out of the building a game, like building it by yourself, and talk now about like the team has changed. Like, building teams has changed. Like, the way you think about building teams has changed. The way like in the however many years I've been at Bungie now, in the fifth, like the way the company approaches building teams have changed. Let's go all the way back to Halo 2, like building the team for Halo 1 and Halo 2.
Yeah, I mean, I think if like past Jason was here, he would disagree with a lot of stuff that I'm gonna say, but I think compared to the intentionality that we, you know, try, sometimes exhibit, you know we should have about building teams and how important teams are, back then it was almost just this, you know, snowball that was rolling downhill of people who, you know, liked our games and came to the company, and, you know, then, you know, the snowball rolled a little faster, and it was just a bunch of people trying to do their best, trying to recreate the feelings that they had, you know, when they played games. And you can get pretty far on passion and talent, but it sometimes makes things really hard when you're not being thoughtful about the organization of the team, the design of the product relative to the resources and time you have. And yeah, it made Halo 2 super challenging for a bunch of reasons, but yeah, I don't know. I guess that's, and past Jason would tell me, like, you're an idiot. We were thinking about all that stuff. You just had to learn. But, like, when I look back, like, he wasn't thinking about that stuff, you know?
What was he thinking about?
I mean, he was just thinking about the game. But, I mean, I don't know. I think my past self is, like, not really that sharp. Because I mean, every year we've learned so much, I feel. And so I look back and I think that, you know, that guy must be an idiot. Because look at all the stuff I learned just this year on Halo 1. Like, I didn't know anything. But I go back and I found one of the notebooks from Halo 1. Like, that guy wasn't an idiot. Like, I mean, there's stuff that, you know, he didn't know, but there's a lot of, like, super interesting exploration and thought and, like, possibilities that, you know, didn't end up at the game in there. And yeah, so I don't know what to make of that, because I feel like I've learned so much, but when I go back, I'm sort of like blown away by, you know, what was happening in my mind. Yeah.
it's pretty embarrassing when I think about like I think about my life in terms of decades and like what are like the big lessons from the decades. And when I like articulate one of the like a lesson from my 30s is like so embarrassing. Give me one from yours.
Oh man, I mean, I really started. Yeah, I started Destiny 1 not understanding the value of having at least somebody on the team who cares more than anybody else about what the team is missing, what the team isn't admitting, who on the team isn't talking to each other, where on the team are our dreams incompatible with the calendar, or our dreams incompatible with our ability, or our dreams incompatible with the hardware that we need to run on. And I saw production as, a calendar and a schedule. And it's true that a schedule is a thing that you use to sort of test people's understanding of reality, in the sense of, can the things we want to do fit in the time that we think we have, and how are we tracking against that? But I saw it as like an end in itself, and of course it irritated me, and I, didn't pay attention to it. But God, like embracing all that stuff is a thing that will be, front and center in anything that I do, anything I do in the future. I think it's making sure everyone on the team has an objective understanding of reality and doing anything you can to fix it when that isn't true. I didn't understand that when I started Destiny 1. Destiny 1 made me understand that.
So what I want to talk about now is where computers are heading. Where's it going?
AR is going to be the thing that displaces mobile. Like, I'm so sure of that. I'm so sure we're all going to be wearing glasses, and all the TVs are going to go in a landfill. All those companies are going to go out of business. All the cracks in our ceiling are going to get fixed in our glasses. Like, so many people are going to end up with virtual pets and windows out to the Taj Mahal or the Eiffel Tower, and maybe it'll be 20 years. Like, I think it's gonna be a lot sooner than that, and I think it's gonna be.
You said
really
AR,
interesting. And when it happens,
right?
Like, the reason that you're gonna know it's gonna take over the whole world is everybody's gonna laugh at it. Like, everybody's gonna think it's ridiculous. When the iPhone, came out, the stuff people were saying to like not admit that they were holding like a, chunk of the sun in their hands that was gonna change the world. Like, the stuff people said was ridiculous. And people are going to do that.
I don't know. To me, it sounded like he said VR. I meant AR, but he's talking
local compute, because you need high frame rate. You need to be able to render all kinds of crazy stuff like right there. Like,
yeah, he said AR. I don't know if that is.
Yeah, which means I think like all the cloud computing stuff totally going to happen. Absolutely going to be a thing. But we're not going to transition fully to, thin client. But yeah, those would be my two predictions. Local compute never goes away. AR displaces mobile, like 100%.
So on a long enough horizon, how are we gonna get ready for that? we got, like the,
it's a great question, and I think the answer is like we already are. Like, I don't think what's gonna happen is there's going to be a whole new slew of games that can only happen in AR. I mean, there's definitely going to be some. But I think in a lot of cases what's going to happen is people are going to throw away their TV and have a way bigger TV. Or they're going to go to a totally virtual space that has a bigger, screen. And they might play some tabletop or strategy games in a different way. But I think people are always going to be playing first-person shooters, with some kind of input device on like a virtual, window in their visual field. And so I think a bunch of the stuff that we're great at doesn't, get tipped over by this.
Thing we're great at. All right, so let's go all the way back. Bungie games, someday. Not the company's still there, but I think a lot about my life through the lens of what would go on my tombstone. I just do. I think it's like completely busted. I don't think it's like a thing a normal, like reasonably sane human being would do. But I think it's a simple way of summarizing
what'd you say?
It's the acknowledgement that
what are you breaking down?
the question I want to ask is about Bungie's epitaph. What is that simple distillation of what Bungie is?
You good?
The tombstone way distillation.
I said you good?
I was on the 271 coming back across the bridge.
Oh no, someone fell.
Yeah, one night on the bus, and these two guys in front of me were talking.
A flashlight?
First about college, like they were older, but they'd obviously like gone to college together, and I think they worked together. And at some point, they started talking about Halo, and
why is there a flashlight out there?
For them. And they weren't.
I
really
did not
talking
see the
about how much
flashlight
Halo
there.
meant to them. They were talking about
when did I have
and they weren't
a
really talking about how much
flashlight?
they meant to each other. But that's what they were doing, is they were sharing those stories of, where they were and what they were doing and how they were feeling, and
like
that
it's
moment,
like Hoss. I haven't been here for a week and a day.
that's like still keeping me going. I mean, that might fuel me for the rest of my life, and it's not the only time that's happened. But you get a few of those.
All right,
and,
Walter.
That's all I want. It's just people sharing memories in an experience that wouldn't have existed.
What
without,
are you doing, little puppy?
You bleeding buckets of blood into the whatever code or design or something like that. That's what. Yeah, two people having an experience that they wouldn't have had. If you hadn't created.
Yeah, let's just log on Pokemon
like,
Go. Let's see what's going on there.
That's what matters. That's what matters.
This
to me.
conversation is beyond boring.
We're done.
We're just going right into like the trailer, huh?
Darkness arrived.
This is what I brought you here to see.
Beyond light!
This is just a tool.
It's an ice tornado, dude.
That was the sickest thing I've ever seen.
I'm in space!
I'm in space.
It's freaking Aldrin! Bow. No.
What the heck?
What's up, baby? Falling? They're so cute! No. Together, we are enough.
I'm gonna shoot you with 6 anarchies. You're gonna sprint at that Gorgon. Run. Godspeed, little doodle. Run.
That montage was awesome.
Welcome, Guardians. This year we're celebrating our journey with you, whether you joined us 30 years ago or if it just started today. This game is in our blood. The Destiny team is full of Destiny fans. Folks who came here because Destiny was their favorite hobby. Folks who log out from work in the evening and log in to play with their clan.
The team we have today is committed to relentlessly upgrading this game that we all love. We aren't happy with just another mission. Instead, we want to push the limit of quality you can expect in an action MMO with uniquely Destiny experiences like Expunge and Presage.
They said something like this last year for PvP and then it never happened.
In any game with a friend and having the best feeling action game, period.
And this shows through in the passion that we see for Destiny 2. Since we declared independence 2 years ago, the Destiny community has grown by over 20 million new players. And it continues to go faster than we ever could have predicted. We're grateful to be a part of this amazing growing community that you all have created. You represent Destiny. You help make it better every year, and you are so welcoming and supportive
I have that chair.
of every new Guardian that sets foot in the tower.
And only a handful of us are going to be up here today. Most of them are in their homes, at their desks, working hard to bring the next part of Destiny to life. It's a huge honor representing such an incredible team and introducing the next chapter of Destiny 2. So, without further ado, this is the Witch Queen.
Yes. I'm taking everything that they're saying with the biggest grain of salt, just because of the PvP thing that happened a little while back. Oh, this trailer is looking awesome. We got the next thickest character coming in. Some to compete with the Exo Stranger and Riven.
Truth is a funny thing. Does it live in the world? Or in the mind? Is it constant? Or can it be bent? Who decides what is true? In this universe of light and dark, there is no greater power. Tell me, little lights. What is your truth now?
Oh, Hive Ghost? Oh, this is cool. You know, they better add a feature where the enemies, if you don't kill their ghost, they resurrect.
Oh my god, James. Savathun is serious. I think she's the most dangerous villain we've faced yet.
7 years we've been building up to this moment, and she is finally stepping into the spotlight and showing us who she really is.
Gaul 2.0, she better not fail.
This is proving to be way more complex than what we previously thought. There are so many lies, truths, and revelations that we're going to get to in The Witch Queen and the year leading up to it. I mean, we're paying off these narrative threads that go all the way back to Destiny's origins, and we're supporting it with the best content that Destiny has to offer.
Definitely, and we've got a lot of awesome content to show today. And let's start with the most mysterious destination yet.
Savathun's throne world. This is an uncharted wonderland of secrets and lies. It's this place that she's created in her own image, this surreal and majestic, light-blessed world. She has this castle that she rules from. It overlooks this dark, swampy underbelly with this lone pyramid ship out there. It's the future world she wanted to create, built atop the darkness that she left behind.
And throne worlds, they're a deep part of Destiny lore. Powerful entities create these pocket universes, and when we're there, we have to play by their rules.
But now, our own light powers are being used against us. I mean, she has this whole army of Hive that she's ascended to the light and brought along with her. These are the Hive Guardians, and they are the backbone of her new army.
We've talked a lot. Let's show a little. Let's take the first ever look at the Witch Queen gameplay.
Savathun, the Witch Queen. Hive god of cunning and lies. After the death of her brother Oryx, Savathun went into hiding. Not out of fear, of course.
The environment looks beautiful.
But out of strategy.
That's going to be
fun. Greatest trick yet. Stealing our most sacred resource. The one thing we thought she could never touch. The light.
Okay, so I guess you do gotta destroy the ghost. And is that a new weapon type?
Wait just to reach out and just crush a Hive Ghost in my hand.
I hope it is, but I think it's going to be placed as a sword.
This is uncharted territory for us. I mean, we're in strange new places. Like the throne world, it's haunting, but it's gorgeous.
It's beautiful. There's a lot to love. There's a few things we saw in the trailer that we haven't talked about yet.
Savathun and her Lucent Brood. This is the biggest threat Guardians have faced yet, so we need to find new weapons to match their power. The glaive. I love this thing. It's brutal and elegant. It's this new energy weapon.
Okay,
Melee
so
abilities,
yeah, I was
mid-range
right.
projectiles, and defensive capabilities. It's our first ever first-person melee weapon, and it is such an awesome tool for the battlefield.
It's a spear.
The blade feels so good. Just jump in and unleash these brutal melee combos and transition right to an energy blast. It's really powerful and has a lot of utility.
So, we've told you about what the glaive can do. Now let's talk about how you're going to get your hands on one. These weapons don't come out of chests at the end of missions, and you're not going to find one roaming around the throne world. Your first glaive is not going to be found. It's going to be built.
Yes, weapon crafting is coming to Destiny 2.
Yes. Okay, so when
Chasing weapons has been an integral part of the Destiny Pursuit game since the beginning. And over the years, we've added more deterministic paths to get the rolls that you want on guns. Think things like Umbral engrams and the raid chest.
Weapon crafting unlocks the freedom to choose all that and more. It gives us ultimate control over the guns. Now, this is a combat-focused crafting and progression system. That means the more you use these weapons, the more objectives you complete with them, the more you'll level them up, and the more powerful they grow over time. And at launch, here's the awesome thing. You'll be able to craft all Throne World weapons, new raid weapons, and the seasonal weapons. There's just a ton of stuff to do in this system. And the Witch Queen is just the beginning of weapon crafting. We have plans to add more craftable weapons, both legacy and new, throughout the year.
We've seen and we've talked about a lot of really cool features, but let's get right into the meat of it. Let's talk about the Witch Queen campaign.
Now, when Black Armory was coming out, I thought that it's going to be like that.
They've always been a cornerstone of the Destiny experience. They're rich, deep stories interwoven with big combat sequences and memorable characters. They take us to remote worlds in our ever-changing universe. And so we're putting extra care into the campaign for the Witch Queen. We want you to feel those goosebumps when you step onto the throne world for the first time and come face to face with Hive Guardians.
And every one of the missions has its own unique fantasy. Like, what does it feel like to storm a castle or just go straight into the depths of hell?
If you like games with standalone campaigns like Doom, Titanfall 2, God of War, and Halo, then the Witch Queen is for you.
Go hold them to that standard.
To our classic normal mode, Legendary is our tougher, aspirational version of the campaign, where the enemies hit harder and respawning is heavily restricted. So every battle is a gut punch. Every boss is a worthy adversary. It's gonna hurt. You might tap out, but if you persist and you get to the end, your time will be well rewarded.
Whether you want to play solo or with a fire team, the difficulty will scale based on how many people you bring. Before we go, one last trip down memory lane. I remember camping out the Predator for Destiny 1 because I just had to have the Ghost. To me, it was like the symbol of Destiny. And if you care about that stuff like me, you're gonna want to get your hands on the Collector's Edition because you're gonna get a Hive buddy to go up on the shelf with it.
That looks really, really cool.
Wow, that was so cool.
Oh,
I'm
man.
so excited for this one.
I might
That's
actually
everything that's in there.
get that.
I know. Those are the hero items.
But I gotta
and
buy
they're
my
one of the
airsoft
best
gun
ones
first.
That we've ever done. Collector's editions have always been like this really perfect jumping point to enter the worlds that we build, and actually lifting like in-world objects and putting them in players' hands is it's just a good feeling.
We don't just put random items. Everything in there means something, and it helps push the narrative. And there might be some puzzles to unlock in there as well.
I think it's going to be expensive to buy, though.
So at this point, you can see Savathun has been one of our greatest threats, operating behind the scenes for years.
You may have heard of her brother, the Taken King, but Savathun is the most dangerous being we've ever faced. She's cunning, elusive, she works in the shadows, so in a way, Savathun is new to all of us.
Exactly, and now it's time to finally see this legend reveal herself and change the Destiny universe forever.
But when we talk about the overarching story of Destiny, we don't just mean the plot lines or characters that feature release to release.
Narrative is a guiding force in Destiny, and we're calling on its rich history of world building, bringing that to the forefront and growing it in a bold new direction. So when you join the game today, you'll experience an immediate call to action alongside millions of your fellow Guardians.
During this past year, we watched the results of your actions play out across Destiny's seasonal releases. You've redeemed old foes, brought former enemies to the bargaining table, learned that there's always more than one side to every story, and built alliances no one ever thought possible.
And on the largest scale, you'll experience a vast, living, interconnected world of stories that's striving to a greater end.
We need you, Guardian.
You'll experience this alongside a massive community of Guardians, release after release, together. This is our universe's cosmic purpose. This 10-year journey we've been on since Destiny 1, it's drawing to its dramatic conclusion. The Light and Darkness saga will end. But make no mistake, Destiny 2 will not. We're building not so much to an ending, but more to this transformative moment for Destiny 2's future.
Last year, we announced The Witch Queen and the following expansion, Lightfall.
And now we're excited to announce the release after Lightfall, the final chapter in the Light and Darkness saga, Destiny 2, the final shape. It's going to be one wild, continuous ride.
Yes, and that ride starts with Season of the Lost. Not only is it the prologue to The Witch Queen, it's your first opportunity to interact with Savathun. But rather than spoil it for you, why don't we take a look?
If we are to survive the coming storm, the tower and the dreaming city must stand united. We are surrounded. A ring of spears pointing inward from the edges of our system. The Witch Queen is no less dangerous now than she has ever been. We must uncover whatever secrets she knows with the time that we have.
The Queen of the Smurfs are back.
Relight the pathways of the Ascendant Plane and guide my people back to me. There is a malevolent force at work in this plane, Guardian. Violence is needed.
Oh, that's gonna be nasty. And crossplay. Yay, let's go.
Perhaps with them, I can save us all.
Season of the Lost, August 4th through February 22nd.
Seasons have gone through massive transformations since Shadowkeep. We're dedicated to creating an evolving, interconnected world that puts your Guardian at the center of the action. We're reaching the end of one journey and the beginning of another.
The days of Destiny's biggest story moments happening in lore pages is long gone. I mean, Mara's return has been hinted at forever, and now it's happening in a season. One of the changes I'm most excited about are the updates to the light subclasses every season in Year 5 of Destiny 2. We're adding aspects and fragments similar to Stasis. We'll be starting with the Void subclass update that goes live alongside the Witch Queen. But the Witch Queen is only the beginning of what's to come, and Season of the Lost is the prologue to that story. It starts off with Marasov's return to the Dreaming City, and with her return, all the awoken technology comes alive.
But the Hive God of War, Xivu-Arath, has reemerged and has Guardians and Mara in her sights. Guardians must forge a path through the Ascendant Plane to save Mara's lost coven of witches before Xivu-Arath can reach them. And to aid you in this task, you'll have the Wayfinder's Compass.
The time is at hand. The beacons shine bright and the ley lines are set in place.
It's an ancient awoken artifact that gives the wielder the power to uncover pathways, secrets, and treasures within the Ascendant Plane.
There's a plethora of new weapons coming, including a suite of legendary stasis guns that will stop your enemies cold.
The armor makes you feel like you're a member of Queen Mara's court.
And no season is complete without new exotics, and Season of the Lost features one once intended for Uldren. Let's take a moment to talk about Trials. So Trials of Osiris is the in-game aspirational PvP activity and more popular than ever. Two of the biggest asks from our community have been adding anti-cheat and adding matchmaking. In Season of the Lost, we're doing both.
We've partnered with BattleEye to soft launch the anti-cheat software when Trials goes live on September 10th. Also, you'll be able to matchmake with groups of players to form fire teams or solo queue by yourself. And we've remixed how rewards are distributed to give all players the opportunity to earn some of the best weapons and coolest armor in the game.
That's right. We're shifting away from winning matches as a primary way to earn loot, and instead, winning individual rounds and completing matches will allow you to earn some rewards. But Going Flawless hasn't changed. So if you want to flex those PvP skills, the Flawless Chest will still be the only place to earn adept trials weapons and unique cosmetics. All right, so the next chapter in Destiny begins right after this stream with Season of the Lost. Return to the Dreaming City with Mara Sov and learn the mystic art of wayfinding.
I'm so excited crossplay is going live today.
And today is your first opportunity to jump into Destiny with friends on any platform from all over the world, playing together.
Is this the Halo thing that the leaks were talking about? Thank you, 30 years.
It's my first vlog. That's my first team.
I didn't know it told you what your first team was.
As a company that prides itself on taking care of its employees and their
Gamer
significant others
pride.
and their communities and those who are in need, it's pretty devastating as we look at the racism in America. And our intention is to do better and to leave the world in a better place. We want to be a part of that social change. Fuck racism.
We don't just stop with the games that we make, but we really utilize the successes that we've seen to be able to give back in an even greater capacity that spans beyond just the gaming industry.
Bungie Foundation, thank you.
Pressing button. We're live!
Destiny servers are live. This adventure has begun. It's awesome to have you here.
I don't like it when companies try to pull like some political, cause then
This is great. Anyone want a hug? Hugs? No? No hugs.
join the Star Side. Where's that from? Star Side.
How do you follow that? Wow, 30 years. And I remember when Halo first launched, and my friends and I completed the entire campaign in a single epic play session. And as the credits rolled, I knew that Bungie had transformed console gaming forever, and that I would be a lifelong fan.
Yeah, it changed how we played games too. I remember getting together with friends for Halo weekend LAN parties. We had so much fun. And 30 years of Bungie games is something special. It's something worth celebrating together. So we're gonna have a party in Destiny 2.
Starting this December, we are launching the Bungie 30th Anniversary Celebration in Destiny 2. Free for all players, the 30th Anniversary Celebration will offer a new 6-player matchmade activity, secrets to unravel, and rewards that commemorate our long and storied history together.
And that's just the beginning. In addition to the free event, players can also purchase the Bungie 30th Anniversary Pack, that includes a new treasure-themed 3-player dungeon set on the Cosmodrome within the fabled Loot Cave. Players will plunder its depths to discover an exciting new Thorm-inspired armor set and fan-favorite Destiny 1 weapons like Eyes of Luna and Thousand Yard Stare. It even has the Claymore sword from Myth.
Purchasing the pack unlocks a range of awesome Bungie-themed armor ornaments and cosmetics to collect, including ornament sets inspired by the Bungie 30th Anniversary Celebration and Marathon. But the dungeon holds one more secret. The crown jewel of its weaponry is a Destiny 1 classic. Gallahorn is making its long-awaited debut.
Yes! Yes! Gallahorn's back!
To the next level, Galley has been carefully updated for the Destiny 2 sandbox.
So, this December, join your friends and collect exclusive rewards during the Bungie 30th Anniversary Celebration.
But the party isn't only happening in Destiny 2. We've partnered with Nerf Limited to create a functional
Gallahorn. Nerf Dark Gallahorn.
Here's a look at some of the incredible loot we've made over the years and a sneak peek of what's coming out.
Dude, I was hoping you could buy like a Master Chief set. Because that's what the leak said.
And I can't believe we're celebrating.
I have that
30th
key
anniversary.
toy right there.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, look, think of all the games and products that have come out over these years.
Yeah, starting Operation Desert Storm, Pathways into Darkness, Marathon, Myth, Oni, Halo, and Destiny. 7 years of Destiny. It's an amazing journey.
So excited. You know, we have a lot of really cool stuff coming up and a lot of other things in the works, of course, as always. But
Yeah.
I mean, what do we have? We have the Fallen Captain statue, which is incredible.
And then we have the helmet, Celestial Night
That thing
helmet.
is so cool.
Yeah. And my favorite, the Arcadia jump ship.
Yeah, I get goosebumps just thinking about that. You know, it really gives me that nostalgia from Destiny 1. And so I think it's
I
a
have to
great
agree
way
with that
we're
one.
going to celebrate not only Bungie's 30-year heritage, but the 7-year heritage of Destiny.
Yeah.
And it definitely gives you the feels.
I didn't know they had a Thorn toy.
Thank you for being on this journey with us, whether it started this year or 30 years ago.
We've just started talking about the Witch Queen today. You've got our first peek at weapon crafting, our definitively Destiny campaign, the Glaive, and a year full of updates to all our light-based subclasses. All of this and more is coming alongside Savathun's long-awaited arrival front and center to the Destiny universe. The Witch Queen marks an acceleration in our story heading towards the conclusion of the Light and Dark saga, and we're so excited for everyone to join us on this epic adventure in the Witch Queen, Lightfall, the final shape, and beyond.
And the Witch Queen's gonna kick off another amazing year of Destiny with 4 great seasons packed with all of the narrative, events, and rewards that you've come to expect from us. But there's even more coming next year than just our new seasons. The deluxe edition of the Witch Queen will also include 2 brand new dungeons to be released in 2022. And we're also going to be remastering another classic Destiny 1 raid and releasing it free for all players.
This means going forward, starting this December with our 30th anniversary event, there will be a new piece of raid or dungeon content in the game every 3 months. In 2022, we will also be adding legacy rotations for raids and dungeons, meaning every week there will be new ways to earn rewards in both the latest and greatest content and raids and dungeons from the past. If you love amazing in-game content, we want to prove that no other game offers more quality and more variety than Destiny 2.
We hope that you've enjoyed a look into the future of Destiny 2. Witch Queen pre-orders are available wherever you play Destiny. Crossplay is live on all devices, and Season of the Lost kicks off today. See you in game.
Yes! 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 Yes!
Is a funny thing. Who decides what is true? Tell me, little light. What is your truth now?
The Witch Queen is no less dangerous now than she has ever been. Prepare for what is inevitably to come.
Alright, everyone, I believe that is the end of the stream, so I'm just going to go ahead and say thank you for watching. Leave a like and subscribe. I'm going to go ahead and make my pre-orders and go buy my airsoft gun and then start mowing the neighbor's lawn so I can make that moolah, since I'm going to be running out of it in the next, like, week. Alright, later, y'all.